Thanks, Reese. Talking to the Cal head coach pregame, because both teams are fighting for their status in the college football playoff rankings, both in the top 50, but they need these crucial strength of schedule wins to impress the committee. When the Big 12 takes on the ACC, there is a lot on the line because these two teams will look at this outcome of this game in the postseason and how it will affect their seeding later on. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Cal's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's Cobb. Powers through the defender. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on this squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. Receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They'll keep it on the ground. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Unloads it left. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Hey, you come out early in the game. Send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Running inside. It's Adams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Sangabolotelli. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Right down the middle. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The transfer has it his first carry. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! A great catch and run for 6.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Right back to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Good work to get the defense to jump in and gives them a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cobb. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And guys, second down didn't do them any favors as they face this third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And we've talked about this before, guys, man. Like, right, you try to sneak those in, those runs on third down and long. When they don't work, everybody's mad. When they do work, everybody's jacked up. But this defense was ready. Nice job by this defense setting the tone.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Songopolitelli unloads to the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Fourth down, Sangabowatelli. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. JKS. Finds his man. It's Thomas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's complete. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Sangabowatelli, play action. Buying some time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing, Sangabowatelli. Snagged in the middle, it's Perry. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Adams. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Songa Bolatelli. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit, because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Cal uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jaron Chiave Songa-Bolatelli. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Meadow on the end zone. He's got it.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Brown wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the field. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Florida State Seminoles.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Sangapolatelli fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Fourth down, Sangapolatelli sends it downfield. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Running free. Touchdown, Cal. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Cobb. And they swarm him under.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Brown will throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. The ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Look out, he's got room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Might be calling a hot route. JKS throws to the wideout and wings it incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They give it to him again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Brown wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Takes a handoff. It's Cobb. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Nimrod. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
At the 42. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Brown will throw it. He's looking deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So an 82-yard drive there. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab deep. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Throwing, Sangapovatelli. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Sangapovatelli from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow. But
could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 45, set to kick it away.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Jaren Kiave Songopolitelli fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He's got it on the left. Oh, it's a save. The 30. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Cal. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Handoff to the single back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
There's some room. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Knocked down in the backfield, and, boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And they'll take over 1st
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over. In the 2-minute situation, get a few first downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for room, it's Cobb. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
So now it's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes a grab down the middle. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This running back is a big weapon in the passing game, and it's not just checkdowns, but he can run vertical routes. He saw it there. Nice job by the O-line, giving the QB time from the pocket to deliver that strike. But this running back is special. He's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, really nice play design, and a big-time pass and catch for this offense.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, and we have seen it in this game, even though his team is losing. This guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let them down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Songapolatelli. Under fire. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. JKS makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing Songo Bolatelli. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Using his legs, it's Cobb. There's a crease. Touchdown, Tigers! They jump on top here in OT.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, It's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And he makes the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The give to the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. And the Golden Bears look to do some damage in the red zone. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jaron Kiave Sangopolitelli makes a catch. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Sangopolitelli fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Handoff to the lone back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now I can play act.
It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Third down, any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. On the ground, it's Cobb. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's good! They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.